Hi plums, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you the perfect plum lipstick look. I hope you guys enjoy step by step of this video because as you will see throughout the video, I am obsessed with this makeup palette. So I would love for you guys to know what brand it is and to see a little bit more about how I achieved this look. Thank you so much for visiting my channel and let's get ready together. So first off, I'm going to start with the CLARINS primer. This one can actually be used as a primer or as kind of like a face mask. But if you use it as a face mask, you put it on for 15 minutes and then you rinse it. This one is really good to make your skin look brighter. In this case, I'm going to be using it as a base for the makeup. And it says on the packaging that if you use this as a base, you have to apply makeup straight away. After applying that, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. This one is in shade R250, and what I like doing sometimes is, since I have two different foundations that are very light, I like to apply first the liquid one, and then the powder one. That way it looks like a little bit more coverage. I mean, I do that mostly when I have like night events or like have to do makeup videos and stuff or have to do photo shoots or whatever. Because if it's for like a day-to-day, I really don't mind that my makeup is with like coverage. So I take my beauty blender and I'm going to start blending it all over my face. And then I'm going to be taking my powder foundation by PALI MAQUILLAJE. This one is in shade 01. If you've seen my other video, you have definitely seen this foundation like in probably every single video I've uploaded. I just love it so much. It's mineral foundation and it has really good coverage. And it feels really light on your skin too. Like whenever you put it on, you barely feel like you're wearing any makeup. It feels very light and it's very nice. So because sometimes foundation isn't enough, I'm going to be applying my concealer by GET Cosmetics. It's in shade 01. This one I only like to apply it whenever I'm filming YouTube videos or for like photo shoots. For like a normal, even like a party or whatever, I normally tend to apply a powder concealer because this one really blocks your pores and I really like for my skin to breathe. We're gonna be putting a little bit on the eyelid so that the makeup stays put better. You can either take a baby beauty blender, but in my case, I'm gonna be taking my chubby powder brush. I find it works wonderful with this concealer and I love to use this one. It's really nice. So whenever you're applying concealer or any kind of makeup, especially if it's liquid or very pigmented, I recommend you to dab it, or else if you swipe it, you're gonna be taking all the makeup away. So once you have all your base set, I'm going to be moving to the blush by PALI MAQUILLAJE in the shade Coral. This one also comes in a little powder, and with this kind of blush, a little bit goes a long way. I don't recommend you to put too much on your brush or else you're going to look with way too much color. And we want to keep everything on the face very natural so that all the focus is not in one, but in two parts of your face, in this case, on the lips and on the eyes. So you take your blush brush and you just put it on the little balls of your cheekbones, very lightly. So basically what we want to achieve here is just a very healthy glow. Up next, I'm going to be moving to the brows. So I'm going to be using this powder by PALI MAQUILLAJE. It's a brow powder, and shade Chocolate. So I also take very little, I tap off the excess. My brows have a lot of color, so what I like doing it is just filling it out where it has like kind of blank spaces. If your brows are the same way, definitely just fill in the blank spaces. You don't want to create this whole like brow up to here with like a square shape. That looks terrible. Big brows are in, but natural big brows, or at least natural looking big brows. If your brows have a little bit less color, I do recommend you to follow the natural shape of your brow and just fill in all the color. Then we move on to the highlighter, my favorite part of any makeup. This one is by Tarte Cosmetics. It's my Pro Glow To Go. It's kind of like a travel kit, and you can guess which color I'm going to be using right now just by looking which one has the least. This one is a green shade. So I take my highlighter brush, I tap off the excess, and I put it on the tip of my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my bottom lip, also over my cheekbones very, very lightly. I'm gonna be putting it on the forehead, on the sides of the forehead more likely. And I like putting it under my brow and on the inside of my eyes. But for this makeup, I'm gonna be using the actual palette of the eyeshadow I'm gonna be using. But for this occasion, I'm gonna be using the eyeshadow palette that comes with several colors. So we're gonna be using the lighter shade to create that kind of more open eye. You guys will see. It's kind of a riot because I only have the little packaging. It used to be a tester and I got it for free, so they didn't really give me a box. But it's from the DIOR eyeshadow palette, and this one is in shade Magnify. When I first saw it, I was like, purple? What am I gonna do with that? You guys, whenever I'm not wearing nude colors, I swear to you, this is my go-to palette. Chanel has a very similar palette too. But I don't know, I feel that DIOR eyeshadow is creamier, whereas Chanel eyeshadows are a bit dustier. So it depends a lot on what kind of finish you want to achieve. In this case, I'm gonna be using the DIOR one. So I take my eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna be going to this kind of grayish shade of purple. So I put a little bit on the brush, I tap off the excess, and I'm gonna be putting it all over my eyelid. So you guys, it's entirely up to you. If you feel that one coat of eyeshadow is enough, stay that way. I am going to go over it with another coat because I definitely want to make this look a bit more dramatic. And what I love about these eyeshadows is that they're so shimmery. The eyes just look so beautiful. So as I'm filming it as of today, I still don't know what should I name this look. My fall go-to look or just simply purple smoky eyes. So by this time I already left the poll on Instagram, so whatever name you see on the headline as a title, that's the name that won. So then I'm gonna be taking my eyeshadow crease brush and I'm gonna be going inside this purple in the center, and I'm gonna be applying that on the crease. So as I mentioned before, if you feel this is enough purple for you, leave it like that. If not, go through another coat. On this shade of purple, I think it's more than enough because it's a brighter purple, as you may see. So I just want to leave it a little bit more subtle. So then I'm going to be taking my eye topper crease brush and I'm going to be going with it through this darker plumish color. And I am going to be applying that on the division between the crease and the lid, kind of to create that cut crease effect. I just love that effect. It makes your eyes look so much more profound. So I definitely went over it again on that shade of plum purple, but now I'm gonna be taking my smudge brush to make everything much more blended, even, and soft, so that the lines and the divisions don't look too different. I honestly don't know how I would survive without a smudge brush. So then I'm going to be taking a clean eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be going through this white, which once you put it on your skin, it doesn't look as white. It looks a bit more holographic, so it's a really, really nice shade. And then we're going to be taking the lightest shade of purple, which is kind of like a lilac, kind of like a really light lavender. And we're going to put that under the brows, just to give our eyes a bit more definition and make them look more open. Then after that whole long eye process, I swear to you, we're almost done. I'm going to be taking my mascara. This one is by GEMELAS ROSSELL. It's in shade black, and I really like it because it's made with natural ingredients, so it's very eye friendly. We're going to be applying my favorite mascara technique, which is twirling the eyelashes, so that we don't need to use a spoon or curler or whatever, and we treat our eyelashes a bit more kindly. So now that all of the makeup is done, I'm going to be going to our last step, the lips. I'm going to be using this MAC lipstick in shade BEAUME. So this is the perfect shade for fall. It's like a mixture between plum, copper, and it just looks divinely on the lips. Me personally, I think it looks good on every color of skin, as long as you're wearing a little bit of blush. And despite it being so dark and my eyes relatively bright, I find it goes really well with purple eyeshadow because they're both in the same hues. And ta-da! I hope I sang that right. This is the final look. A little disclaimer that I should have said before putting the lipstick on. You have to be very careful once you apply the lipstick because it tends to be very dark and very hard to blend. It's very hard to cover with concealer in case it went a little bit outside the line. And when you try to remove it, it looks a little bit red, so be very, very careful. But this is what the look is going to look like. So I hope you like this look. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, or comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Don't forget to give it a